let's take a deep dive on the issue of consistency in journaling. Let me tell you what happens. You literally see your progress over time when you consistently journal, when you consistently put your intentions in place. So I'll show you something from 2018. So I set an intention to say, I'm going to build a house for my mom. I asked her to define what she would have wanted. If I didn't tell her that it was going to be a house, it was supposed to be a surprise. If she wanted a house, what should it look like and stuff like that. So she told me how she wanted it to be, and I decided, oh, that's what she wants. I would have made it differently, but that's what she wanted, so let's go for it. So I set out an intention to say, this is what we are going to do. And I had been writing the same over and over again. Complete house in Maz. My mom's town is called Mazabuka. So we say, we call it Maz. So I said, save 5,000 Danish kroners every month towards the same. And I wrote, the house has to be completed in Mazabuka this year. Again, the house has to be completed in Mazabuka. You can see it. So I was writing it literally every day. I just went on and on and on and on and on. And when was it I gave it up? This was February. Yeah, this was February. When was it? Yes. So it took me literally about 7 months. I just can't go through everything right now, but it took me approximately 7 months for me to complete the whole house for my mom to move in. And when it was time for her to move in, she was like, I think we have to put in people to rent, so that because she had a smaller house which was comfortable in, and I think it was also a hold on to memories after my dad died. I don't think she wanted to move out of that small house because of the memories she had with dad. But then after by the 1st of January, because she's born on New Year's Day, by the 1st of January in 2019, I told my brother literally that he was supposed to clean up the house. Those people who were renting, they were supposed to move out because they were also not really paying on time. I just thought it was too much drama. So I told my brother to clear the house and give her the keys, and we blessed her with a birthday gift, and she was very, very happy. So what am I trying to bring to your attention? The thing is, you set a lot of things actually in motion when you clearly state what you want and you write it down consistently. I promise you, you always see your progress when you can monitor it. But if you just write it once in a year and forget, it's a New Year's resolution, I promise you, you go to that New Year's resolution every 1st of January, you have the same New Year's resolution. Every 1st of January of each year, you will have the same. But if you're going to do like what I did, you say every morning, this should be completed by this date. This will be completed by this date. You will achieve much, much, much more. I'm talking from my own experience, and it's not to brag or to show off, but I just think when there's something good happening, people should share, and people should be good at telling each other to say, hey, try this because it worked like this and like this. For me, it's making me happy. Why don't you try it? And then the other thing that we're supposed to do is number 3. Decide on a format that suits you best. I told you I'm a teacher, so I have my own notes running here. I have to get the stick words and then I share them with you. If you see my journals and if you've noticed, they're different. These ones are my favorite and they're the ones that I'm using right now. But if you check this one from 2020, oh, by the way, 2020, oh, 2020 was a good year for business. People were talking, crying, Corona, oh, my business has shut down. Ooh. I made so much money, and I promise you, I journaled. I think I journaled I aced it every day. But one thing I didn't like about this type of journaling, this journal, it's not for me. I don't know. I think there are some people who want to be concise and precise. I think this will work well for you because this is a plan for the whole, this is a journal for the whole week. For me, I like to free myself. I like to express myself about what I'm going to do. When I'm writing my goals, sometimes I just go into a flow where I start writing poems and I just feel free to express myself, and I don't even care if the English is broken, the spellings are right or wrong. I just want to feel free. So you can find journals that are like this, almost like a calendar. It has days, and then there's a review here at the bottom. This is the coolest feature of this type of journals. I really like the bottom where you can write how your progress has been and you can rate yourself. This is one type of journal. And then this is from my teacher, Mr. Dean Graziose. Thank you for this journal. I couldn't use it because I found it to be, it was guiding me too much, so I use it like a notebook. So there are journals which are like, this was actually from Brandon Bishad, I think so. This, I love it, but I use it for my notes. Every time I was learning something, I was using it to write my notes. Let me bring about the other one so that you see how versatile they can be. Others, they look like this. So you can write whatever it is you want to put there, anything that you want to write, and it's very small boxes. For me, it doesn't give me the space to express myself because I love talking to paper, maybe because I don't have that many friends. So this is usually my friends. So you find those that are very specific. This one and this green one, they were a bit too limiting for me. But again, it's a matter of a taste and a matter of preference. For me, those don't work for me. What works for me are these ones that are plain. Then I can write for the whole day here. I can write for one whole day. If I need to put my thoughts together in a diagram, I can just draw it down. And I just want lines. It just has to be plain. Nothing written on it. I want to be the one to make my own journal the way I want it. If I want to put diagrams, I'll do it. You can say I draw a lot and I write. Sometimes I write too much. You can see all that. So I write my goals. I write how I'm going to do it. And then sometimes I have my own What am I thinking about right now? Let me put it here. And yeah, it's a lot of things. Sometimes I have to remind myself something good has happened. Like here, I said, the hair is coming. New order, new problems, new solutions, exciting. Is it gonna be bad quality? Is it gonna be good? So I do that because when I look back, I literally can see that I've been making progress, and I can feel on my own journey as I'm moving on. I feel, okay, I moved from 0 to like 7. Okay, I'm happy now, I'm at 7. Okay, how am I going to move to 10 or 20? It helps me when I journal. And I promise you, I really, really promise you, if you want to change your life, if you want to change your life, like seriously, start journaling. Write your goals. You have to have your intentions first, clearly. After you've written your intentions clearly, then I was not really myself in this year a little bit. I'll tell you about that one. But this is what you do when you're journaling. Now I'm giving you specifications. Rule number 1 when you're journaling. Write your goals, your intentions. I always want to encourage myself by saying 10x of whatever it is that I want to achieve. And then you have to put a timer on it. You say, from this time to this time, this is what you're going to do. If you're going to start it during the week, make sure that you've planned it over the weekend. Make sure that you plan it over the weekend. So what I literally do is on a Sunday, when I don't have anyone at home, sometimes I let my children go and play on the trampoline because I have to be in that state of mindfulness. Because sometimes when I sit down to actually journal, I feel like God, I don't know, you call it the universe, you call it Allah, you call whatever, but I feel like God actually starts speaking to me when I start journaling, because ideas spring actually when I do my weekly plan. I write for the whole week how it's going to be. This is what I will do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, da 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 da. Then I go now specifically. Monday, I write the 20th of the 11th. I write all this. So all this was written in upfront, mostly. No, that's what I do now. That idea I had not found it yet. So I write for the whole week on one page, and then I start writing my dates now. The 21st of April. I won't write my goals, because my goals, this is what I do every morning. For me to condition myself to where I'm going. So I leave this one like this, without anything, like it should be blank, because I'm waiting for the 21st to come for me to start writing this. Then I write, this is what I will do. I will go to the bazaar, I have to go to the salon, I have to go to this place, I have to prepare for this client, I have to ask for keys from this one, I have to remind someone to do this cleaning, I have to remind this person to take that place, I have to send bills to this client and stuff like that. So I go I write it down. When that day comes, I sit down again. Day 21, what are my goals? I try to stick with the same goals throughout, because I know this is what I want to achieve this year, this month, this day. So I write my goals here. When I finish writing my goals, I read what's on for my day. When I'm done reading for what's on my day, when evening comes, mostly before I go to bed, or I'll do it the next morning, but usually before I go to bed, I try to wind down, see what happened today, what can I learn from it, and if I have the energy for it, I'm not very consistent on this one, I have to be honest. But in the morning, I always go back and see, what did I do? What didn't I do? And I ask myself, why didn't I do it? If there was a reason, I always write, because of this, because of this, because of this. But that was in 2019. I was not doing it. I was just writing, oh, this one was not done. Oh, this one was not done. Usually I would push it to the next day, which I wouldn't encourage. If you can do things on that day when it has to be done, do it. And this actually moves us to the next point that I want to say. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy the break.